Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Crouse, and I'm the Administrative Director of the JD Hybrid Program at William Mitchell College of Law, and I'm a visiting assistant professor there. I'm joined by my colleagues Kate Crouse and Karen Westwood, who are also here from Hamline University School of Law and William Mitchell College of Law. We hope very soon to be one school. And so the ABA has granted us a variance to a hybrid JD program. So why would we do a JD program online and in person in this format? One of the reasons is access. And I know you're thinking, you can't throw a rock without hitting a law school. What do you mean access to law school? And the answer is that we're trying to get people where they are. So if they are in a location without a law school and they want to remain there, or they can't for other life reasons do so, they can still go to law school. We also want to incorporate technology, not just the technology online for online's sake, but also in the sense that we want lawyers to get used to using the technology you're going to use in practice. A little bit more about that in a moment. We also saw it as an opportunity to improve legal education. We thought, how could we implement best practices in legal education as we think about designing an entirely new program from scratch? Okay, so what is it? It's 50% online and it's 50% in person. The ABA variance is really actually simple. It's only 1/3. It's a move from 1/3 of the curriculum online to 50%. It is a 4-year part-time program, and there are 10 in-person weeks during the 4 years in which students join us on campus. It is a cohort model, so it is a very standardized curriculum. Students are obviously aware of that in advance, and there are 3 sequences right now that they can pursue, either a general law sequence, an Indian law sequence, or a sequence in law and business. The particular structure of it is that there are prep weeks, and prep week is the first week of their experience. They come for 1 week, about 55 hours of programming. We just completed it. We're some of the traditional law school orientation programming, but really it's actually the first couple of weeks of classes as well in an intensive format. And then there are also capstone weeks. Each of the 8 semesters has a capstone week, which is a coordinated approach to the 3 classes they've been taking during the semester. So in capstone week, they spend 50, 60, 70 hours doing an intensive legal simulation of, for example, a tort settlement or a negotiation to cap off the particular coursework they've done online, which brings us to the online portion of the 50-50 split. So the online portion is really divided into weekly modules. They're asynchronous. Students can take the coursework when they want. There are no hour-long lectures. It is very much done at the behest of an instructional designer who set up the courses so that there are studies, there are information that's delivered in a lecture, but only 10 minutes is, I think, the longest lecture on the website. And the modules are broken down into discussion boards and other various assessments during the week. So the discussion boards, you might think, well, they're just talking about the cases, but actually, coming from a legal writing background, I really like the discussion boards. There are actual prompts to apply legal doctrine to a particular fact pattern, and then the students are engaging in that. So actually, they're writing every week, and they're doing legal analysis every week, and then getting the feedback. And there are multiple assessments. So on top of the discussion boards, we have assignments and tests throughout the semester. So students really are getting active feedback throughout. This was obviously quite an undertaking, so how did we do it? We needed institutional buy-in. There are certainly academic concerns. We needed to basically ensure that everyone was going to work in the same manner. We have an instructional designer who works with the professors to design the courses. And so all of the academic freedom issues around this is how I'm going to do my class had to be given up at the front. This is an administrator's dream, by the way. It's everyone has pre-agreed to kind of come into the process. There's also tremendous resource issues involved in this. It is really an all-hands-on-deck approach, and we needed every part of the law school, the student services, the library, all the faculty to really think of this as a law school unto itself, and that has, in a sense, what it has become. We obviously needed the ABA to buy into this particular process. I think the first discussions around the hybrid program started in 2010. The process was to get a variance, and that was granted. We are now in our second cohort of students. The first cohort was 85 students. We now have 96 in the second cohort. And we have continuing obligations to both report to the ABA annually on how the program is doing and various outcomes, but also we are having a third party independently assess the program. SRI International is going to do an 18-month survey to compare learning outcomes and also to look at the access goal that we're trying to achieve. We needed a student buy-in as well. We had to convince them that this was going to be a rigorous program that would prepare them for the bar and for legal practice, and so far we feel like we've been able to do that. Who are the students? It is a fascinating group. They are 50% men, 50% women. Average age ranges from 19 to 65. I had to double check the 19 age. They are from all over the country. 90% of the students are from outside of the state of Minnesota, which is where our law school is. They're on reservations. They're in Alaska, where there is no law school. They're on military bases. They're in rural areas where they are not in a commute to a law school. And so these are all really exciting things about it. We also have really impressed with our retention rate so far. 85 students started the first semester, 79 of them completed it. We're really thrilled with that number. We're set at our second cohort, and we're continuing to monitor that. And next steps, we're looking at opportunities to create possibly more sequences for students to take as we combine with Hamline University Law School and think about those institutions as well. Thank you. That's fast.